Hey friends, it's Laura with Laura's Handmade Haven. Welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me today. So I'm going to do a couple different little things in this video today just because I was going through the closet and I thought, oh my goodness, I have got to get some of this stuff in order. And then I thought, ooh, I should go ahead and put one of my little centerpieces together for annual meeting. And then I thought, well, this is going to be a day that I need to be comfy. So I put on some of my G4 free shorts, and I'm probably going to do a little wardrobe change here in a minute because it's kind of chilly in my house today. The weather's been like all over the place, and I put shorts on to begin with, but now I'm thinking I probably should have put on some leggings. But anyway, I wanted something comfy and flexible to just be able to move in while I did my thing. So I am going to first show you how I fold my fabric for storing in my closet, and then I'm going to show you the centerpieces that I'm going to be putting together for annual meeting. All right, so first of all, let me just show you that these shorts are super, super cute. They are lightweight, they are breathable, they're actually like exercise material, but they give such a cute little look because they have a couple little pleats here, and they do not have girl pockets. If you're a woman, you know what I'm talking about. You know you have some shorts and pants in your closet right now that have girl pockets. These pockets are so deep and like, things can fit in them. Let's see. If I wanted to put my scissors in my pocket, they would be in there and they would not be like awesome, right? Not girl pockets. All right, so fabric folding. This is what I do with all of my fabric yardage that I get at quilt shops. So I have 4 different yards of fabric here, well, yardages of fabric. And what I like to do is I like to fold it so they're all uniform in my closet, and this is how I do it. Ruler. Oh, please ignore the boxes. We're going to get to those when we start talking about the centerpieces. So basically what I do is I take the fabric. This is the fun part. Okay, so I take the fabric and I completely unfold it from however the quilt shop folded it for me. And then I go end to end with the cut ends, and I match those up and let it hang. And then I go back and I grab the other end of it, and I think this is like 4.5 yards, something like that. And I will put the folded edge, so this is not the cut end, but the folded end, and it's folded in half, basically, the length of my yardage. And then I use my 6 by 24 inch ruler, and then I just roll it up. And then all of my fabric, when I stack it in my closet, is in nice, neat little piles, because once I get to the other end, let's get to the other end. Slip the ruler out, flip this over, and fold it in half. Now I have a nice little flat fold of fabric to put on my shelf in the closet for storing, and they're not like all wonky and falling over because these just like stack so perfectly on the shelf. So that's my organization tip for you today on fabric storage. Okay, wardrobe change. Okay, this is one of the G4 free crop tops. Super cute. Got a little little up thing there. Now, okay, I'm gonna be honest and tell you, I'm not a crop top girl because, well, I like to have my tummy covered a little bit. So I actually layered this over just a tank top, but it's super cute like that. And then the leggings. Now these leggings are like for running. And so they have a pocket in the back here. So there's pockets on the sides and a pocket in the back, and then the crop top. The tank top's mine. But yeah, these go all the way down to my ankle. Let me see if I can move you back so you can see. All the way down to my ankle. They fit really good. They're super soft and super comfy. Easy to put on, great for the gym, great for days where you just need to clean up your space. And great for days that you're working on projects that you just want to be comfy and have something, you know, just relaxed to hang out in. So let's make our centerpiece. All right, so you may be wondering, well, what is your deal with the clothes, Laura? Well, this company has been amazing. They sent me actually 6 different pieces of their clothing line, and all of them are really good quality. I've washed them a few times. They've held up really well. I've used them for the gym. They work great. So if you're looking for leggings that are not 80 bucks a pair, check out G for Free. I'll put a link in the description box down below to their Amazon shop so you can get some for yourself. So, centerpiece. I have been working on this for a while. And so today I just decided that I would put one together. I made these cute little fat quarter baskets out of 2 fat quarters. And then they'll store fat quarters. So if you have a fat quarter stash lying around, a lot of us do, then you will have a cute little basket if you make some of these to store your fat quarters in. And they would fit perfectly on your shelf or on a bookcase or whatever, wherever you store your fat quarters. So they wouldn't be falling all over the place. You can just stack them right in here and they'll work perfectly for that. But what I'm doing with them is this is going to be like the base for my centerpiece for annual meeting. And I'm basically going to use one of my quilting planners, and that's going to go in there. Put a little tissue paper, just, you know, just for fun, right? Because, you know, it looks better with tissue paper, all right? And then what I did was I found a tutorial on YouTube, and I'll put a link in the description box below again, to make these cute little cupcakes out of fat quarters. So you basically take a fat quarter and you fold it a few times and then you roll it up, and then I secured it with a cute little pin, and then that's going to go into a cupcake liner. I'm not going to glue it or anything because I want them to be able to get it out, right? So I'm going to have 3 of those in here. I should probably get a couple more pieces of tissue paper. And I just went with white tissue paper because I wanted something that was, you know, fine with whatever color. Then I also have a little jar that I just put I think it was a 4.5-inch circle over the lid and just screwed it on. Has a set of my alphabet tiles inside. You can find the video for that on the channel. I'm gonna put that in there, put one of the cupcakes on top. And then here's another little cupcake. And it's really just kind of be, you know, just filling the basket up with little goodies. Little surprises for people to find, right? It's just so fun. And none of this stuff weighs a ton, so you can definitely use the tissue paper to build it. Let me bring it closer so you can see it. Okay, so like I was saying, none of this weighs a ton, so you can use the tissue paper as kind of like filler to put underneath to get your cupcakes up off the bottom of the bag. And then I'm going to move this one up top because I have one of my little cross-stitched pincushions in there. So that's going to go in there. And then last but not least, I made these little spools with the Cricut that has our guild acronym on it, and then one of our guild stars. And then that's just going to be dropped in there too. So I do have one more thing I'll be putting in the centerpiece, but then this is going to be on every table at the annual meeting, and then one person from each table will get to take one of these home. So I don't know, it probably weighs maybe a pound all in all. And obviously I'm probably going to add a little more tissue paper in, and I'll make these all cutesy to make sure everything looks fantastic. But like I said, quick and easy centerpiece. If you liked any of these ideas, leave me a comment down below and I will let you know where I found it if I don't have it in the description box for you. Tissue paper, a huge pack of it off of Amazon. I'll put a link for that too. There you have it. 2 ideas in one video, organization tip and a cute little centerpiece for a gift or an event that you're hosting for your quilty friends. So I hope until next time you find joy in all you do, carve out some time for crafting and creating, and remember it's always better when you make stuff up.